Good morning, it's Karina. Welcome to Life of a Mermaid. So I'm in bed. Kind of been a crazy morning so far. So still lazy. Figuring things out. I'm gonna get ready and go to the market. Come back, take a nap. Shower, probably go to my mom's and hang out there for a bit. So I normally talk about like the day before, and then kind of what's led to today, and then whatever conversations are coming up for me and what's going on with me. So last night, like I said, we had a tribe event. So we went. It was actually really fun. It was just nice, kind of seeing everyone and hanging out and stuff like that, and just kind of talking, they're doing karaoke. So that was fun. I didn't want to sing just because I don't have a singing voice. Then again, like I'm still kind of in a place where just being comfortable with being with what do you call it? Being with oh my god, what do you call it? Cast and the scooter and stuff like that. It's something that I'm still kind of learning to surrender and embrace and stuff like that. And so that's still kind of something that I was like, not too comfortable. So I didn't karaoke or whatever, but it was still just fun. Mingling, singing along with others, and just seeing everyone and stuff like that. And again, just having Sal with me and getting having the opportunity for him to meet everyone and for everyone that was there and everyone to meet him. And afterwards, we were kind of talking about it, like, oh, like, what did you think? Because again, he's my best friend and he's my world and stuff like that. So he's seen the good and the bad, and what the tribe has gotten out of me, again, good and bad and stuff like that. So so I was telling him, like, at the end of the day, like, this is my family, like, this is family, like a real family. We're dysfunctional, and we've had our moments where sometimes I like love them, other times I like hate them. I mean, at the end of the day, I will always love them. I always have nothing but love for them. But there's moments where you're just like, oh my god, like, I'm so frustrated with this person, I'm so frustrated with that. And so he's seen all that. So I was telling him, I was like, at the end of the day, like, what you saw tonight, it's the way that we are and what the tribe is. We're a family, and I was like, and we support each other, and we're always there for each other. So it was kind of nice for him to see that. And I think he got a different perspective of a tribe and of everyone and stuff like that, or everyone that was there. So we were just kind of talking about like, oh yeah, that's that person, this, that, whatever. So that was really neat. I mean, there's still, I think, again, because of the incident and his beliefs and whatnot, there's still some kind of resentment or tension there, in a sense, if you want to call it that. But that's something that I think he needs to work through, and I just need to surrender and allow him. His feelings are valid, and they are. Um, I know I'm also still making peace with everything and stuff like that, which everything just kind of hit me today. And we were kind of joking yesterday, but I said, yeah, like, I don't want to go to the beach. And it's true, I don't. And it sucks because I love the beach. We didn't go as much this summer as I would have liked to, but because of the incident, everything that happened, honestly, I still kind of keep seeing flashbacks and stuff like that. And of when the incident happened, I can hear my ankle snapping and stuff like that. And honestly, right now, like, I am trying to avoid the beach. By all means possible. Not like I can fucking go anywhere for the fucking cast, right? But even if I could, like, I don't know, you just hearing the word the beach, like, it really does fucking get me all tense. Um, so yeah, so I just kind of realized that today. But like I said, with other things in general, like, or people involved, like, I mean, I'm at peace with what is. And like I said, I know this is the universe, sending me um, you know, in a sense, what I needed. Like I said, I've been able to rest. It's been working on relationships, working on just, expressing myself and being vulnerable in general. And learning to surrender and trust the process in general, which is something that I'm currently going through right now, or, going through that process. So yeah, so I know he has to kind of go through his own process and, be able to find peace with that situation and, with that individual that he at this point, holds responsible in his mind. And for me, like I said, what I'm focusing on is just being appreciative of him, and again, the fact that he is being protective of me, that he is, he has my well being in mind, and he's upset because in his eyes they hurt me. So again, I'm just focusing on the fact that, it is sweet that he cares that much about me, and that, just that he's upset at someone because they hurt me, or in his eyes, they hurt me. Um, you know, so that's still a sweet thing, and that's basically what I'm focusing on again, just being supportive of him, being loving of him, and and again understanding that he has to go through his process just like I'm going through mine. And like I said, with my process, I realized that I am traumatized from the beach. That I don't want to go to the beach. Like I'll joke around about it and stuff like that. And yeah, like I did the whole experience, the whole process. I've learned a lot from, and I got a lot out of it. But right now, just the location itself. Like I said, being at the beach right now, it's not something that I want to do, and it's not something that I necessarily see myself doing anytime soon. And again, not like I can, with the cast and stuff like that. But again, just at the moment, it's not on my list. I know once I can walk again, and I'm in a good place, it's something that I'm going to have to face, and that I will face, and I get to face. But at the moment, like I said, it's definitely something that does terrify me. It's something that does bring up a lot of emotions and a lot of things in me. And again, just because of the situation, I can't physically go anyways. Um, but I know that's something that I will be working towards, and a fear that I will be facing eventually. So that's all that just kind of came up for me today, actually. But yeah, so again, last night was really fun. We left a little early just because I had to wake up early today, and we had things to do and stuff like that, um, and again, I'm an old lady. So yeah, so we did that. Came home, just getting ready for bed and stuff like that. Had a bit trouble sleeping lately with the cast. Like, I mean, I'm really grateful that I have it, and appreciative of it, because it makes life a lot easier in a lot of ways. Like, I'm able to, I think, move a lot more and do a little bit more, just because it's secure, and it's so cast, so it's stronger than just a splint, where I can literally feel anything, like any little movement that I did, I can just feel it all over. And then again, I mean, we're going on, I believe it's 2 weeks already since I've got injured. Um, so again, I mean, in its own way, I think it is healing a little bit. So it's, definitely in a better place than it was when it all first happened and stuff like that. So yeah, so I've been, the cast's been helping a lot, but at night, again, because it is a little heavier, it's just my foot gets heavy, and then I am a crazy sleeper, which, again, the splint, I think, made it easier for me to stay in one position, because, I knew that I would get hurt, and I think having the cast, like, it's like my body knows. So I'm moving a lot more, but because of that, again, and the heaviness, and it just makes it harder for me to sleep, and be comfortable, and find a position where my foot's okay, and it's not getting, like, just, yeah, hurting and stuff like that. So that's been kind of a struggle at night. And I've been waking up, I woke up early today, like around 5 something, and then I couldn't go back to bed. And then we had our call today at 7. But I ended up doing yoga. I found one that was like one that was like in the chair. Well, I ended up doing it on the couch, but it was more of a seated one, and it was actually really cool. It was only like 10 minutes long, but I'll see if as I'm getting the hang of it and stuff, I'll do some that are longer. I'll keep searching, seeing what I find. But it was really cool because yeah, we did. I focused on a lot on the breathing and just kind of relaxing and getting you into a good place, like mentally. But then again, it was also a little bit of physical. It was just more like stretching and stuff like that, which I think at this point that's more what I need. Again, being able to just stretch, move around, and things like that, just get my body going. So that was really cool. I'm actually gonna keep doing that. Like I said, I really enjoyed that one, and then I'm gonna see if they have other ones similar to that one, or just again like seated ones, and kind of the focus is a little bit both on the breathing and the stretching and moving and stuff like that. So that was cool. I mean, it really was very relaxing, and it got me in a very like relaxed state of mind, kind of ready to face the day. And then we had our our call, and that was a little triggering, just everything that we get to do and stuff like that. And like I was telling Sal, I think it's overwhelming, just the amount of things. And then for me, it's like, again, I can't drive, I can't do this, so it's just the fact that I need to lean on others and depend on others. And again, that's something that I'm still struggling with, and something that I'm learning to embrace and learning to like be okay with. So again, having a list of like 25 items, it was just kind of like a huge, like, in a sense, slap in the face of like, fuck, I need to get all these things, and I can't drive, I can't do this. And so it's just kind of, again, like a huge reality, like a huge wake up call of like, this is your fucking situation. So I was talking to Sal, and he's like, I'll help you, give me a list of what I can get for you and stuff like that. And then I was telling him, I was like, well, I was like, this I need you to help me with. I was like, let me go through all the lists and see what, some of the things that I know I have already at home. And I was like, then see the things that I need to buy. And then, I was like, we'll kind of go from there. And then I was like, I want to go to Dollar Tree. I was like, if you can take me, sometime this week, and we can, I can figure out the other things that I need. And I was like, and then me and Gabby are kind of coordinating together, and, making sure we get some, we're working on getting some things together and things like that. So I do have help. And again, it's just the initial thought or reaction is just fuck, like, here I go again. I need to depend on someone. I need someone to help me with this. I need someone to help me with that. And it's something that I'm still, again, still a struggle. Like, some days are easier than others, but, it's still something that at my core, like, I just don't like doing. I don't like depending on others. I am, more comfortable with, again, doing things on my own. And, again, maybe that's another reason why the universe put me in the situation that I'm in. So I can fully learn to embrace and, to ask for support and let others support me. And not just that, but being okay with it, being in the moment, being present with that, and allowing it to be. Um, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like I said, after talking with Sal, talking with Gabby and stuff like that, that was able to, that definitely helped. Just got me in a different mindset. And I know that we'll figure it out, and we'll slowly move forward, and cross everything on the list. Um, Another thing that came up is just, again, in a lot of it, you were talking, a lot of it, it could be the conversations that I'm having and me creating a chaos out of nothing, and which is something that I know I do. I'll hear something, and I do have a huge imagination, and I know my imagination tends to run with it. I know this about myself. So I know a lot of it has to do with that, but right now, again, I am in a very vulnerable place, and I think that's the part that I'm struggling with the most. That I'm not used to being this vulnerable and having to really rely on others, and that scares me. And I think that's the part that I'm having a lot of difficulty with. Just thinking that, I need to lean on others. And that's scary. And, like I was telling Sal, like, he won't be there with me, and I think that within itself is scary. Because yeah, I've been away from him, I've taken trips with friends and stuff like that, but I know at that point, like, I know 100% that those friends got me back. And at this point, like, it's just scary because, again, a lot of it is the unknown, but the fact that, it will be post surgery. So I don't know what my pain level is going to be. I don't know what my foot's going to look like. I don't know if I'll be in a splint, if I'll be in a boot. I don't know what my mobility level would be. Again, I'll most likely be on pain meds, and I know I get drowsy and stuff like that with those. So it's just a lot of the unknown factors and stuff like that, and a lot of the what ifs, I think, that are kind of really driving me and stuff like that, and causing all this panic and all of this and stuff like that. But again, it's that not knowing, and that I really have to depend on others, and others that, yeah, I mean, I think we bonded and we have a good relationship, but again, like, to that level, like, I guess I just don't think I'm there yet with them, or at least with a lot of them. Maybe a good chunk, but it's like, I need to be able to depend on all of them. And I just don't know if we're there, or if I'm there. You know, um, so I think that's the scary part, and that's where all these conversations are kind of coming from. And I know, again, it just takes me time to cope. It takes me time, to process. I need, my process is being able to have my meltdowns, have my breakdowns, and then, slowly I'm able to kind of process everything in my mind, and then I'm able to find solutions and move forward. But I need to allow myself to be in the chaos, to feel the chaos, to cry, to scream, to bitch, to complain. And then as I'm making sense of it, then I'm able to, again, kind of break it down and be like, okay, that's being irrational, that's being irrational. Okay, that makes sense. Why do you feel that way? Let's explore it. Let's, okay, how can we problem solve that? Like, I'm able to do that, but again, it takes time. Sometimes I just need to have this breakdown and all these, meltdown, and then I'm able to move forward. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Just, I think it really just hit me that, trusting others and being vulnerable with others, outside of Sal and my family, because I think I'm, or certain friends, because I'm getting at a place where I'm okay with doing that with them. I think Sal more than anyone. Like I said, he really is my rock, and I've told him, I was like, you're the one that I can really ultimately say anything to, and it's not that, I was telling him, I was like, I'm strong and I know I can do things, but it's like, I was like, it's just with you, I can really be my, unfiltered self, no matter, like, the level of bad or the level of good, I can just completely be myself, on either level and stuff like that. And, so I was telling him, I was like, I can do that with you. And And again, same thing with my family. It's gotten to that point where I can do that in certain friends too. But I think outside of them, it's everyone else that I'm not there yet. And I think that's the scary part about the call and, the weekend and stuff like that. But again, I know that, if we're supposed to be celebrating, it should be a fun weekend. And again, I know it's my mind creating chaos. But again, a lot of it for me just stems from that I'm not completely being open or vulnerable yet with everyone, that I'm not at that place yet where I feel that I can trust everyone 100% to keep me safe. And I know it's kind of fucked up, but that's what's coming up for me. That I am still kind of on the fence. Like I said, yeah, I have love and respect for everyone, but I know we have some type of relationship, but there's different levels with everyone, and I think that's what scares me. That some relationships are still surface level, and it's like, you know, can I really count on them? Can this really, can they really be there for me? And I think again that's kind of where all the fear and conversations are kind of coming from. But again, I need to learn to trust the process. I get to trust the process. And, I know that regardless of the relationships, you know, that I will be safe and that I got this and, that I know I got myself. Um, but I already know that. Again, my thing is learning to let go of the fear and being able to trust others and surrender to the help of others. So that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Like I said, I know I just need time to process and think and really make sense of it, all of it in my head, and then again find the solutions. Um, but it's just kind of been a rough morning, and again, I know a lot of it too has to do with me being tired and sleep deprived at this point. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, tomorrow should be a different day. Tomorrow I should be rested and ready to go. So, yeah, so again, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to ask away. Again, thank you guys so much for your love and for your support. And I love you guys. All right.